Here we introduce Zaya.
Okay, can you give us one reason why you're not with your son's dad?
We were young.
Can you okay, the question?
I guess dating. I don't really have any questions as of yet.
Okay, all right. So give us your name, your age, and where you're located.
I'm Zaya. I'm 25. I'm in New York.
Right. What do you do for a living?
I'm a model.
Oh, of course, you can tell. All right. Do you have 2 children?
I do. I have a son. He just turned 3.
Okay. Can you give us one reason why you're not with your son's dad?
We were young. I'm 25. Like I said, my son is 3. So I had him when I was about 21, 22. So we were young, and you know how it is just being very young around that time and, not seeing eye to eye. But we have a really good relationship. We're friends, but just not in the...
No water, no food, just meat. Well, I mean, hopefully it hasn't hindered her in any way. It does take down her sexual market value according to the lame motherfuckers. But there's options here. There's options. I mean, she's a model. They ain't like she can't get nobody else. I'd put her in the 5'6" category. Not bad looking, but not the best. I don't like the look, but it's just me. Let's see what she's asking for.
Relationship, category.
Okay. Would you date a man with children?
I would, yes. It would kind of be crazy for me not to, and I have kids, so yeah.
Okay. Describe your dream man. Don't describe his looks.
Respectful, honest, considerate, compassionate, loving, family oriented, God-driven.
Oh, did you see our last guest up here?
I seen him.
What does he have to look like?
I don't really have any specifics on looks per se. I haven't really dated outside of my race before, but I am interested in doing that. I actually would prefer to step outside of my race at this point. But since I am a model and I'm tall, I would love somebody taller than me, but it's not a deal breaker, of course. I honestly feel like physical part about it, I can get past it. It's really about who you are as a person at the end of the day. Me being 25 and I've only dated Black men, I feel like I may have restricted myself in a way. Just putting myself in a box and not really giving other guys a chance. And then also I come into a problem as well, like other races with something. Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. White guys,
I was gonna say, I know a lot of white men approach you.
Yeah,
I know a lot of white men approach you.
They'll tell me I'm beautiful, but the problem comes is never, can I take you on a date? It's just, you're just very pretty.
How much money does he have to make per year?
I don't really have a number in mind because even though I am a model, my finances fluctuate as well. I'm in the process of myself trying to, get other sources of income. So I would say starting at 75, 80, maybe somewhere around there.
75,000, 80K. Okay, alrighty.
Just to start now, y'all. Don't come for my neck, just starting.
Okay, all right. That's fine. And when you're in this relationship, 50-50 or should he fully provide?
I honestly feel like a man should provide.
Okay. Alrighty. Give me 3 deal breakers.
I think most women think a man should provide. I think most women do, right? And that's the problem. Most men can't, or they don't want to, right? I mean, I've never had a problem if I wanted to have 2 jobs or not. I refuse to do certain things when I hit a certain age. So I refuse to be doing 50-50. I refuse to be doing that Build-A-Bear. I'm not doing that. When we get a certain age, we don't do that building shit. You should be building with a man before the age of 30. After the age of 30, it ain't no building because you should be built. You should be almost somewhat built to the point where you don't need a woman to help you do anything. But when you need a woman to do something, it's a problem and you over the age of 30. That's all I'm saying. So now she's young enough to ask for a provider. She got a little crumb snatcher right along with her. Is she worthy? Asking for a provider and she has a child. But she has balls enough to ask. People keep saying she's asking for too much. She don't deserve that. That's not the point. That's what y'all don't get. It doesn't matter what she deserves. It matters what comes to her. And she looks good enough where she can get somebody to come to her and pay the bills. Don't be mad at her. It is what it is. Don't be mad at her.
You had a number. What would it be? Take yourself out of it.
I would say starting at 75, 80. Maybe.
It's not a bad number. That's an exact number. It's that's perfectly reasonable for a young man to be making. Okay, he's making that, or if you're looking for an older man, it just depends on what kind of man you're looking for, right? And most young men only made like 50,000. So you're searching in different pools of water, but we can search in different pools of water. We're women. There's older men, there's younger men, there's men the same age. We can look all up and down the dating pool and find a guy that makes 70, 80K. So that's what most women will do, right? When you're my age, we don't do too much build a bear. We don't do too much of 50-50. We don't do that because that's not how the world works. You're either built and you have that kind of money or you're not. And I'm not dealing with anybody who doesn't have their self built. So she's willing to work with you, 75K, but she has a child. It's a heavy lift.
75,000, 80K. Okay, alrighty.
Just a start now, y'all. Don't come for my neck, just start.
Okay, all right. That's fine. And when you're in this relationship, 50-50 or should he fully provide?
I honestly feel like a man should provide.
Okay.
But see, when you say he should provide, most men who provide are married to the woman that he's providing for. There shouldn't be no providing like that if we're just living together. We should be in a fully committed relationship if you want me to if you want a man to provide. All right? Because that way he's invested. His money is not going to waste. His money is going to a family, to the future of children, to the future of the relationship. That's the only thing I have a problem with women asking for, fully providing, and I'm not your wife.
Alrighty. Give me 3 deal breakers.
Disrespectful, lying, and cheating.
When was your last relationship?
I told y'all, I was on a panel the other night, and I told y'all women only leave for 5 reasons. She only leaves normally for 5 reasons. These are the 5 main. He cheats. He puts his hand and feet on you. He don't want to work. He disrespects you and your relationship. He disrespects your children and your family. Those are the only 5 reasons women normally leave a man. Okay? So if you're doing any one of those 5, don't be surprised if she ups and leaves.
Okay, and why didn't that work out? That was just, oh my gosh, that was like a month, 2 months ago.
Yes, we dated for about 6-7 months. It ended, he was a model as well. So, that came with a lot of other things. I honestly just ran across one of your other videos earlier about not dating somebody prettier than you. And that was one of those situations.
He must have been dropped. I mean, he must have been unearthly because you're gorgeous.
Wait a minute, stop gassing her ass up. She's a 5. She ain't got shit on Kelly Rowland, and Kelly Rowland is an 8. All right, stop it. She ain't that fine.
I wouldn't even put this man on TikTok like this because I don't want y'all to see. But if you and I were in person, I would show you. He is drop dead gorgeous. He was, but yeah, and plus our schedules are unpredictable. I'm always flying, to a different state out the country. Communication wasn't where it needed. It was just a lot of things. So it was just time.
But one of the number one reasons was because I guess he was kind of obsessed with himself a little bit, like with his look. That was
No, he was dragging her along, saying to her, I know I look better than you and I can get whoever I want. And you better be grateful that I'm dealing with you. That's probably the attitude he had.
Big part of his identity.
It's definitely a big part of his identity. Even in pictures we're taking together, it's like, hold on, like, this is not it's not working. It's not working.
It's not an editorial. Man.
Yes, exactly. We're not getting paid for this. I'm just trying to take a little selfie with you and it's not giving what it needs to get.
Now I'm trying to look better than you in the picture.
That's what I'm saying. What in the
world? Okay. Give me one reason why you think you're single.
Honestly, like I said, I think I intimidate a lot of people. I'm very sure of myself. I know who.
And that's the problem. She's very sure of herself. There's nothing wrong with that. You're a 5, a model, make it work. There's nothing outstanding about you. There's a little bit of humbleness that's needed too, right? I mean, there's a lot of things going on here. Model. You flying all over the place. Well, who's got your child? Who's taking care of your child? Are you doing your motherly duties like you're supposed to? Why did you have a child if you were going to run all over the place? And does the child come with you? I mean, I'm confused. No child should be on no damn airplane every day, every other day. They don't give no good vibe. They don't get no good mother vibes to me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just talking. I don't know. And you don't look like you would want to be a wife anytime soon because you running around being a model. Which one is more important? I don't know. You got to be able to be there to make relationships work. If you're not in the same city to make relationships work, how you going to make them work? How you going to make that work? I just don't see it right now.